A total failure. Oh. Now, failure is when you do something or something is done that hasn't worked. A total failure is that it didn't work in any way or something was wrong in every possible way. So how would we use this in an everyday phrase or in a written sentence? The company made some errors and as a result we have had a huge loss this year. Deep trouble. Now, one of the wonderful things with the English language is that you can really use your voice, so your intonation and your expression to really breathe even more life and more animation into the language, and I think it is a good idea. In some cultures it is preferred that your facial expressions and hand gestures aren't really used, but in the English language, when you're speaking English, just keeping your face like a statue and speaking just like this, or not using the intonation of your voice. So that means you are just speaking English on the same tone and every single word has the same width or length or rhythm, is not how everyday English is spoken. And lots of learners fall into this trap of speaking English like that. They think because they are reading the words and because they are using the words that it is enough. But to be a competent English speaker, and most certainly to show English examiners that you can use the English language correctly and to a higher level, you need to show that you really can use the intonation and the expression in the right places. So let's have a little look at deep trouble. Now, listen to how I say that. Deep trouble or deep trouble. What I don't say is deep trouble, deep trouble. Because if I said it like that, you can't really hear it and it has no impact. Now, when we use the phrase deep trouble or deep trouble, it is a phrase that is actually describing something quite considerable. So let's have a look at this in a sentence and you will understand why. He broke the window and ran away. He didn't tell anybody, but somebody saw him. He got found out. He's in deep trouble. Another example. I don't know what to do. I drove through a red light and I am in deep trouble. I just know it. Can you see how the intonation in that phrase really does lend itself much better to expression? So remember that when you're speaking English. Harsh words. Harsh words. Now, harsh words can be used just like that in English. If someone says something that's really unkind to you or to someone else or about someone else, you can reply by saying, ooh, harsh words. Again, listen to my intonation. Ooh, harsh words. Now, harsh words are words that are unkind and as an effect of that are very you know, it's kind of having like a smack on the hand. Now, harsh criticism is also a word very similar. So let's look at that in a phrase. He hasn't been doing very well at work this week and has received some harsh criticism. Now, criticism is the opposite of praise. If somebody praises you, it means they say great things about you. Oh, you're wonderful, your work is excellent, you're such a great help, you're an asset to the team. But if someone criticizes you, it's the opposite of praise. Criticize is things like, oh, you're not very good at your job. Really? I think you need to do that again. That was an awful report. How could you produce work like this? But hopefully this lesson is going to help you speak English a lot better. See you next time, and hopefully you won't be getting any harsh criticism. Bye!